I'm Nick from Bridge City Sessions. I got our guest from Oakland, California, the Lucky Eejits. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. Go ahead and introduce yourselves and let everybody know what you do in the band. Casey, you can start.
Cool, my name's Casey. I do lead vocals and guitar.
Nick, or Whiskey Nick. Hey, play lead guitar, backup vocals. I got my dog in the background.
That's all good.
Not part of the band.
Sometimes, though.
Sometimes. Mm-hmm.
I'm Tim. I play bass in the band and backing vocals.
And I'm Tyler. I just play the drums.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what you guys been up to lately?
A little bit of this.
Yeah, kind of just, not really a whole lot. I mean, as a band, I mean, I've been doing some live streams here and there to try and, keep stuff going. Tyler did like a drum playthrough video, and we have some more kind of playthrough ideas we're going to touch on. But other than that, we're just playing by the rules out here.
Mm-hmm.
Right on.
There's some cool stuff coming down the pipeline, though.
Yeah? What's
Just
up?
bands trying to be creative, I mean, like, here's one way of doing it. Just trying to stay, fresh and in the scene, So.
Pretty much.
You guys been listening to any new records in lockdown?
I've been going through, I've been checking out new stuff. Like, I check out a lot of the Wiretap bands often, just seeing what they're doing, because Rob's always sending good releases. But I've been kind of going through my own personal record collection, re-listening to stuff.
Yeah, me too.
For a while.
Yeah,
just because I have the time to sit there and do it.
Yeah.
I've been going back a few years, like, listening to old music. I'm like, wow, like, some of the stuff is actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhat inspiring, too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I've had a lot of time on my hands to just listen to music all day while I'm printing shirts and just I got a little mini gym over here and I'm just kind of just working out, trying to print when I can. And I just started doing these interviews a little over a week ago. So I've got like 7 of these going so far. So staying busy. Yeah.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
what about
lucky.
you, Tyler? Are you listening to anything new or just
A lot of old stuff. Missing a lot of people right now, so I've been blasting a lot of Jimmy B, feeling that nostalgia of my fellow parrot heads out there. You know who you are. And just tons of old weird stuff. Trying to find some stuff that's more like out of the punk sphere a little bit, just sort of really gel out. So
Sure, I feel you.
any projects outside of music? You guys been a lot of people have been gardening and kind of doing weird little projects at home. Anything?
I've been
fun
in my
like that?
backyard. Trying to revamp this pool I have out there.
Oh, nice.
There you
you're
go.
digging a pool?
I already have a pool. It's a above ground pool,
Nice.
and I'm
Okay.
changing out the liner. And I ripped out I had the deck ripped out, and I'm basically about to reseed my lawn. So
Did you do that
I've
thing
got-
where you have the blade and you like slice it and it just like the Whiskey Nick zone? Just
no, I know, right? No. Like I'm still working, but like my schedule's so kind of I'm still working this afternoon shift, so I have like my mornings available. So I'm just like finding time to like get my shit done. So it's cool. So that's what I'm doing.
Nice.
Yeah,
What you been up to,
lucky
Tim?
enough we've been lucky enough to keep operating out at the brewery, but it's 100% cut down staff. So there's literally only 3 of us working there at any given time. So, we've been lucky to be able to get to-go orders going out to people, and we still have, our, liquor stores and grocery stores open, but it's definitely been tough times for a lot of the guys in the beer industry. So we've had to cut a lot of corners. But as I sit in my office, kind of similar to all the rest of the guys, I've been diving deep in some of my old, music files on my computer and stuff I haven't listened to since, the early 2000s, like 20 years ago, that I'm digging back through. And it's been a really kind of cool thing to rediscover a lot of those.
I know, right? Totally.
Yeah. Super cool.
It sounds like everyone's doing that.
Like
Yeah.
old CDs and shit like that, like old mixes like that I made when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I still have that shit, and I'm like, holy crap!
Well,
Like Casey's mix 3.
If you think about it, like we're all caught in like new material and like what's the next thing coming out, and then we just kind of forget about you know, everything else that has already came out. So it's a nice opportunity to kind of dip back into that. I mean, I do on a somewhat regular basis anyway, but like, it's just kind of an opportunity to really kind of, you know, get back to not necessarily where we started, but just of like stuff that's already been like put out there. So.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's also kind of cool to check out some of like the little side projects that are like members of this or has this person in it, just to see the different musical influences they have too.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about this earlier. I think you guys were like our second session. I want to say, we built the stage and you guys were the first session on that stage that we built.
Yeah.
And first one was Western Settings, right?
That was when they were in Nick's room where he's at right now.
No, well, they played a show here.
Oh, okay.
And we didn't have I have a wall now, like in front, you know, like behind this camera here, there's a wall. But it used to just be a big open space. And we had a show here. But the room where the studio is used to be 2 rooms. And then we knocked down a wall, built the stage, and made the room bigger. So, you guys... Like right after we did that session with Western Settings, we knocked down that wall and like built that stage, and then you guys were the first people to use it. Whose dog is that? Right. Is that your dog still?
Whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mailman or something.
But it's just crazy. It's crazy because I was thinking about it and I was like, man, it's been like in December will be 5 years for us.
Yeah.
Like,
crazy.
It's just like you guys came in that time, and then let's see, you came in another full band, and then you came in another time acoustically after that.
Yeah.
And then one more time, and the audio somehow, I don't know what Chris did, but somehow he lost the audio.
Chris.
And in the fourth session we weren't able to put out, unfortunately, but
that was a fun one though. We did that cool intro and everything.
Oh yeah.
That was
I still have all the video. It's just like you can't really do a whole lot with the video without the audio, but we did take some pictures.
Are we talking about not the flag one? What did we do?
No, it was we abducted Nick in the van. Remember?
That one. It's like the Cribs one?
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
You got to send that over. We got to see that.
I actually, that part could be still used because we had audio for that.
It's just everything.
It's just the session itself. Yeah, like the actual
just take
session.
the songs that we have on the new record and just play them over the session that we did, and it'll be cool.
It doesn't matter if it matches up. We'll just just cut to.
It's always cut to like the next shot.
Yeah,
so.
It's moving magic love.
Yeah, it'll just be like cut.
Yeah, no one will.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. You just have a long history. Just thinking back.
I want to say we did that in January, right? Like Casey, weren't you and I both sick?
Yeah, I think everybody was sick.
We were all just destroyed.
Yeah, the Western Setting session was December 9th, I want to say. So you guys were probably like, January.
Yeah, it would have been January for sure.
Yeah,
I think we've ended up crashing at the Bridge City Studio more than we've ever done music, though. I feel like
I think you're right. Yeah,
it's the spot. You know, I love to welcome bands here, even if they're not doing a session, because it costs a lot of money to be on the road and like to be somewhere comfortable where you can just like hang out and party and just have a shower.
You've helped us out numerous times. Like we thank you for sure.
Yeah, bless your heart.
Yeah,
poops were taken, many showers were taken.
Blasting all those barnacles off.
Yeah.
I was listening to the new record and I noticed that the last song on the record has a little shout out, and I was so proud of that. I had to show Miley and
nice.
Send it to the guys.
City next gonna put us up.
Yeah. No, it was just like it was a good feeling because I feel like we've had a history and it's really like relevant to you always got a spot here. So
thank you.
I just want to hug your big beefy arms right now.
right?
Through the phone.
He's been hitting the gym in quarantine. You can tell.
So from Casey losing all that weight, and then Matt Covey from Such Gold coming in here and everybody being on keto, I jumped on that and lost like 40 pounds.
Oh, is that what you're doing? Keto?
Nice.
Well, not anymore. I don't have to. I just I just eat better and exercise.
So basically just to like cut all that, excess weight off, you just keto, boom.
Yeah, keto.
Was it your goal, the 40 pounds or what?
No, not at all. I just I cut.
Did you even have a goal?
No. I was just so busy being a dad and, doing stuff at the computer, artwork for screen printing and sessions and just all this stuff that I couldn't get active enough.
Oh, yeah.
And totally. It was starting to catch up with me, and I got up to like 200 pounds.
Oh, really?
Wow. Yeah. I was getting pretty chunky. And then I went on keto and I dropped down to like 160.
You're like, enough is enough.
It just I saw these people, dropping weight, and I was like, man, this must be like a doable thing.
Yeah. And, look at you.
Yeah. And so I dropped the weight, and then probably about August of last year, I started exercising, and,
Can we just get like one flex, like just a really big one? I just got to see him.
Oh God.
Boom! Hell yeah, dude.
I take it you have equipment at Bridge City, I'm sure.
Yeah. I've got
some weights.
I've got actually just like a few benches that are like adjustable, one for sit-ups, one for like just a free, like for free weights, and then I got one of those captain's chair dealies where you lift your legs and you can do dips on it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so I just have those and then some dumbbells and like a curl bar, and I just figure out how to make the most out of that. And but anyway, enough about exercising. So let's talk about the latest record that you guys put out, Out of Time. It was on Bipolar and Wiretap Records. How did that happen? What did you guys sign to both of them, or they just help you put it out? Or
yeah, I mean, it's I guess a little bit of both. I mean, I've been good pals with Damon and Andy and Justin over at Bipolar for a while. We've known those guys, and they put out Do It Again, and so obviously, it made sense to work with them again, and. Mm-hmm. I think we had maybe talked to like Rob or something in the past, but from Wiretap. And so we got in touch with him and sent him the record. We're like, hey, man, like, what do you think? And, we lucked out and he really liked it. So he, decided to bring us aboard as well. So we're super grateful for that because both those labels have been extremely, helpful to our development and, did so much for us. So it's awesome.
Rad. Who did you guys record with?
We at the same place. We went to Newtown Studios. We recorded with our buddy Scott Goodrich.
Scott.
Is that in the Oakland area or somewhere?
It's in East. It's in Pittsburgh. So I don't know, like maybe 40 minutes east or something, maybe a little bit less.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's out there, but I mean, that's kind of the spot to do it.
What was the recording process like? Did you guys kind of get it all done quickly, or did you guys, draw it out over time?
I think we did it over
2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we were a little bit better the second time around than we were the first time. I think the first time, it being our first full length, we kind of had to get through some hoops, figuring out, but we were a little bit more on top of it this time and had better structure. So I think it moved better.
Yeah,
it went fairly smooth.
Just go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying, like, it went fairly smooth. Like, this is my first time recording, like, with these guys. We did that we did one song for a comp. That was my first, time recording with these guys and with Scott. And I've heard about Scott, just like kind of grilling you. And it makes sense. Like, if you're going to record something, it's got to be right. And he'll hear everything and he'll make you do it again and do it again.
Do it again.
And then I come in there and I laid my tracks down and I'm just I'm a little nervous, just from what I've heard. And, like I didn't really have many problems, and then especially with doing like, you know, backup vocals, I was like, you know, kind of surprised. Like I didn't, you know, he did like chime in, you know, which is, you know, understandable, but like for the most part, I thought like, because recording, like you said, like 2 weeks, but it could have been way longer. You know, if there's like I have to do it again, and then especially if there's like vocal issues that I have, then you'll blow out your voice. But like for the most part, like everything went pretty smooth.
Right. Did he help produce it all, or did you guys? Okay.
Yeah,
really
he helped produce
in
a
the
lot.
studio. He like he's always quick to, you know, be like, oh, I think he works with a lot of bands, and he's got a really cool ear for the kind of music he makes. He's got a lot of really helpful input, like for example with vocal harmonies. You know, he's in there, he's got his keyboard, he's like, well, what do you guys think? How does this sound to you? He's just really attentive, and he's got a really cool ear for things. So I think that's why the records came out as great as they have.
Mm-hmm.
And I know personally he was really proud of this one. So, and we are too.
Yeah. I really liked it. It was, man, as soon as I finally got a chance to, cause like sometimes it just takes me a while to get to things, but when I finally got to it, I just played the shit out of it, and it was just really well done.
Thanks.
What was your top, I don't know, top three?
Top three? The thing is I don't remember song titles. I could go through, I could look at the record real quick and probably refresh my memory, okay. but man, I really liked the Do It Again record, and it was really awesome because, you know, I got to know you guys after the session, you know, because I didn't book you guys the first time. I think that was Davey, right?
Yeah, it was Davey.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. So Davey booked you guys the first time, and he was the guy that kind of introduced us. And so after the session, I, you know, went and got to know the record, and, you know, loved it. And it was just one of those records that I could listen to with my kids, and they would enjoy it with me. And there's like not a lot of stuff in the punk genre and like metal or anything hardcore that I can really listen to with my kids.
Right.
I just remember like them all like knowing all the words and singing with me, and I was just like, yeah, it just made it, you know. Well, Miley is older, so she knew the words and knew like.
I remember that video you sent me of her, I think singing like, I think, what was it, like Just Let Go or something like that, or
yeah,
I don't remember.
She loved like a lot of the songs because I would just play those. I would just have, you know, I think I have the CD. I want to say I have the CD, and like when I put a CD in, I just let that thing play for like a month. I don't like hardly ever change things because I don't have too many laying around in the truck, and so. So you guys put out a video off the latest record, and it was for So Far So Good.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys, if I'm not mistaken, did you work with Aaron Brewski or who?
That was all Whiskey Nick directed.
Yeah, it was all me.
Okay,
that was a fun project.
Brewski helped out for sure.
Yeah, because I mean, I can't exactly hold the camera for everything, so I'm like, hey. And I brought another person that I met just through friends. She likes editing, but not so much like, you know, camera stuff. So I was trying to like, you know, bring her into the picture to see if maybe she wants to like work together on future stuff. But she is not one to necessarily be in the field. You know, cool chick, you know. But so she helped out, and I had my Ninja Assassin again with me. So basically between her and Aaron, you know, doing, you know, the camera, kind of working together as a team. And it was really cool. I basically brought all my gear, you know, and lit up everything. And as you can see, like just the lighting, you know, I was super impressed.
Yeah.
You know, I did a lot of planning too. And just like, you do a lot of planning and you just hope that everything like, you know, works out to your vision. And then it was on point. Yeah. Yeah.
I noticed this one had more of an in-depth concept than, you know, the one that we worked on previous. And was that all your idea or?
Well,
you laughing at, Casey? You laughing?
No, I was looking over at Tyler was doing something. So
yeah.
I gotta watch him because I'm sitting here talking to Nick.
Yeah, no, finish your story. That was an accident.
So it's like, it's kind of a dark message, you know, and it's like, okay, you know, there's things in my past that are easy to talk about that kind of goes along with the story. It's not like, you know, the way Casey wrote it, it's not like, you know, it's meant for, you know, everyone, like everyone can find like their meaning and their message, and, you know, they're able to relate to it, you know, in any sort of way. So it's not like this message is this, you know, this is my personal experience. So I basically, so for that, I took my experience and I put that to video. Cause at first I'm like, okay, well, you know, this potentially could be about like, you know, a breakup, you know, with like a girlfriend or something. But I'm like, I don't want to do anything like that. It's kind of weird. Although I did have like a cool idea for a video that kind of had something to do with that, but that wasn't necessarily the main focus. But then, you know, so, I mean, that's just kind of what came out, you know, single mom trying to raise her kid, and, you know, and he's actually an actor. I actually found him through connections. So he's like a legit actor. That's, you know, that video is now in his portfolio. So, and I try to get his mom in the video too.
Did that work out, or?
No, it didn't. No, it didn't. No, I got Jenny's mom instead.
They worked well together, though.
Yeah.
It did. It was cool. It was amazing what he did with that. You know, the twist on that song, because a lot of us we saw the bits and pieces of the video come together, but we didn't really like kind of see what Nick was kind of like stringing together fully. So when we saw the final product, we were like, oh fuck, like that's pulling some heartstrings. Like I know, and it gave me a whole new angle on what those words, you know, and what that song like felt like. I was like, wow, that's kind of like amazing to see what, you know, I had my interpretation of it with that, but like, you know, seeing how else you can shape it and mold it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
My favorite shot of that whole thing, though, is just, you have to watch it again probably, because it's right at the very end, but you busted out that drone for that BART train flyover.
I did.
That's such a cool shot.
So Nick, that shot, I was actually over there just today. That shot is right across the street from our practice space. And I'm like, so what I really wanted was the shot, that drone shot, but with the lights on in the BART trains, just to make it more epic. But I mean, it's a Maverick Pro drone, so it's pretty legit, you know, but like it doesn't do so well with low light. So I basically got a couple takes, and I had to wait like 20 minutes or so in between. And this is in Oakland, and it's not in a great area. So I'm like chilling with the drone. I have my truck parked across the street, and I'm like keeping an eye on it, you know, just like hoping someone doesn't like roll up on my truck or like come to me, you know, trying to jack me for my drone. And then I got the shot that we all saw in the video, but then I also like waited till like they lit up the lights in the cabin, you know, for the BART train. And it was just blown out. It was all, you know, distorted. So I couldn't use it, but it's cool. Just like, you know, finding, you know, ways to be creative in a video, and just like, you know, oh, I want to try, you know, maybe doing that in a video, maybe doing that and like do something a little bit different just to try it, you know, just to get the experience to do that kind of stuff. So,
yeah. Cool. It turned out really good. Yeah, I was stoked for you guys because
thanks, man.
I just know that, you know, the band has a lot of potential, and you know, the videos really like make a big impression on your fan base. So when something comes out good, it's awesome. It's a good feeling.
Yeah, we got lucky.
Any other video projects that you've been working on since then, or?
No, we wanted to do a burger joint video. Like down the street from me, there's this John's Burgers.
John's Jar Burger.
Yeah, and they're closed on Sundays. So that'd be epic to like, hey, can we, you know, kind of take over your burger joint for a video, basically, and we're all employees.
Tyler's Kitchen.
Who says we can't do it? You got to do it after the quarantine.
After the quarantine. So it's basically like about a bum that's like sleeping out back, and like, let's just say Tyler goes and takes out the trash and just throws it on him. And that kind of like starts the video kind of thing. And like this bum just is getting harassed with the whole time and eventually like full circle, back to the burger joint. So it's kind of like, and I thought it'd be really cool, like, towards the end, like we all of a sudden like jump up on like the counter and start with instruments and like start playing out the last, part of the song. But, and I wanted to get Scott in there too, to be the shift supervisor, and we would lock him out and have like a party inside. And he's just trying to like, get in,
Are you down, Scott?
Yeah.
It'd be cool if we could fly some people down too from like, some of our homie bands to like be the customers.
Sure. Yeah.
I'll drive down.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you get a free burger out of it. Why not, right?
Yeah, made by Tyler.
Hey, Tyler's
special grease ball burger. It's Kato.
Tyler's gonna make your burger.
Hell yeah. Just without the bun, I'll skip on.
Attaboy.
It's gotta be
But if you
keto.
need it out of my buns.
Yeah.
But we'll put some bacon and some cheese and maybe some avocado. I don't know.
Attaboy. I'm right there with you.
Yeah. So you guys also did a lyric video, Champion, for Champion. Who put that together?
That
Was
was
No.
that was it? No, it wasn't. It was Andy.
No, me? No, it wasn't me.
It was Andy. Andy from Bipolar. He put it together. That's right. He did. He's really fucking good at that kind of shit. And I'm sorry if I'm wrong, Andy, if he's gonna be hearing this, but I think that he said that might have been his first lyric video. But
Wouldn't be able to tell. It's solid.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Like he did a good job with that. I was pretty stoked.
He does a lot of really good graphic design stuff.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
he's done like a couple of really cool things for us in the past, and not to
He's
mention
done our album cover.
beer.
Yeah, his beer logos are on point.
And the beer ones too.
Speaking of, I have one.
It better be empty.
Oh no!
You don't have a full one still. My God.
I do. I have a couple of them.
Full?
Don't drink them.
Hey Tyler, can you write something on that board?
Hey,
back
I'm drinking.
behind you?
This is at Kyle's house. He had that Sierra Nevada. This is when I did your guys' video when I wasn't in the band. And we cracked open Sierra Nevada, and it had never been open. It had been like at his place for like a year, and it tasted fine.
Didn't you guys get some beer made for the band?
We did.
Yeah.
And what they're like cans of beer. What was that all
Yeah,
about?
let's let Timmy can probably break this one down. That's I don't know.
Yeah. No, it was actually Andy's idea. He also works at a place called Shoe Tree Brewing in Reno. No, Carson City. Carson City.
How dare you?
Hey man, they're the same damn thing. And he said that it'd be really cool to do a beer for the release, so we were all on board. We all met up at a local beer bar. You can see the can.
There's the OG one. It was so good. My God.
It is. And dude, these colors are
And that was the hazy.
So you got the hazy, and what was the other one?
It was the West Coast hazy, and then yeah,
The stickers.
the IPA. Man, those like back when I drank that shit fucked me up. Like if I was drinking IPA, I was definitely getting drunk.
Yeah, this one's a lighter one though. This is like easy drinking. It's more of it's not a session.
Oh,
but
you
in
still
comparison
have
to
one?
like some heavy IPA.
Oh, I'm gonna drink it right now.
Oh my
shit.
God.
Oh man, that's a collector's item. I love how like Tim
also,
like
Is it warm or cold?
I keep them like right next to like I have one of those mini fridges that can do ice, so I just keep it right up against the wall of it. It keeps them like in cryo.
Okay, that's cool.
It's still pretty fresh, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Every time I look over at Tim, I see like half of your face is just beard, and it blends in with your shirt, so I can just see like the top half of your face, and you just like have this grin, and it's just funny. Like your beard is blending in with your black shirt, and it's all the same color.
Yeah, so you can't see my emotions.
Yeah, until you talk, I don't even know you have a mouth because you can't see it. Yeah, there we go.
That's all about time.
Damn.
Probably gonna
Get the hazy over there.
disease by now. Probably something living in there.
So Tim, has it been nice
This is
having
before Corona, dude.
Oh wait, Tim's getting a question.
Oh, it's all good.
It's not a serious question, but I was just curious how it's been like having a breakaway from Tyler, because I know that like it's just like
Yeah, I think we all have something to say about that.
And so many times, like in the short, like it wouldn't have to take long. Like Tim would just be pissed at Tyler, like, and just like it seems like legit pissed. Like
We've gotten better. We've gotten a lot better.
He's like the
There's less choking.
He's like, yeah, there's less choking.
That was bad.
He's like the the annoying little brother that you wish you could shake, but at the end of the day you still love him. So it's kind of it's a weird thing. I just wish he would just shut up half the time he's talking.
But he's so good at drums that you just got to put up with.
You got to let it wash, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with you, I really miss the smell.
You smell pretty kind of smell, or
what do you have like a vanilla musk, Tim, or is it something a little more
ask
like
me. Tyler's the one who said it.
Yes, Tyler, what's the smell?
It's like old boots. It's kind of briny a little bit. And I don't know. It's definitely it's really nice.
Hey, Tyler.
Is something you really got to experience.
Tyler, remember that time on tour you drew us all as like vegetables or something like that, and then Tim was the beer cheese or whatever?
Yeah, I've done a lot of weird little signs like that for like merch in the back of the van. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty good with a Sharpie.
Yeah, you work in a brewery long enough, you start to smell like one.
Yeah, It's not bad.
A Sharpie?
So our I guess one of my first music videos was the $60 conversation video, and that was probably like my first real music video.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, I want to say like me and Doug, like when we actually agreed to start doing videos together, like that was I think our first one. Like I can't even think of.
That was a cool video.
You guys drove all the way down.
Yeah, and it was like Kevin Scalba. Is that his name?
Scalba!
I always like see his name, but don't ever really say it.
Gotta really embrace it.
And Selena.
Yeah.
You guys still talk to Selena?
Yeah. She does stand up now in the Bay Area.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So she when everything opens up, she has her little stand up career, and she's good. She's definitely come to a lot of shows, and she's real supportive. So it's nice to have friends like that who will be in your video.
That's pretty cool.
I remember you brought that huge crane thing outside of her house, and it's like this tiny little 2-lane road.
Yeah.
And you set up this huge what is that thing? It's like a weighted crane.
Yeah, it's like a huge tripod that it teeters straight up. It teeters, and so you can get smooth panes.
Because Nick, you ended up getting one too, right?
Yep, I have one. Too? Yeah, we used it you used it. You came and helped us with a session or two. I want to say like Flag on Fire.
It was,
yeah.
I can't believe you took that you took that on a plane, didn't you not? Then you went on.
I did. I went on tour with Red City Radio for like 2 weeks.
I can't believe you took that. Yeah.
Does that thing weigh like 200 pounds?
It's not bulky. Really. It's bulky. It's not like super heavy, but man, it was annoying. Like if I had my way, I definitely would have got a gimbal instead and just.
I have a gimbal now.
Yeah, like at the time.
That's what we used for our video, or like a monopod would kind of like. Help to like get over the crowd shots kind of thing. But it's cool to have. I could have
had like, just a monopod that I could reach up high to. Yeah. But I ended up getting a shot in their video that I did for them. And it was with the crane, and it was a big crowd shot, and it was,
Yeah. Nice.
It was pretty sweet. And I got that whole set on the crane for less than Jake. And so like I got like a couple like cool videos that like nobody's even seen. We never used any less than Jake footage for anything because
it was just footage that you got.
Yeah, like I got a bunch of footage on that tour that nobody's ever seen.
Right.
We only put out that one video for Red City Radio.
Mm-hmm.
So
you edit out the part where I go and grab another drink real fast. Would that not be ideal?
What are you talking about?
You have to go in the other room and turn Tim's light on.
Do it.
Hey, you gotta bring the drinks with you, my friend.
All right,
dude. You guys can do whatever you want. If you guys need to get up for a second, like
it's just like I'm so parched I can't breathe. You know.
Nah, dude.
I just can't.
Don't
Do it.
start with that.
Do it.
I can't breathe.
Oh my god, these beers
And
are
we
just so
now lost the rest of the interview.
Nah, we're good. This is just a chance for us to make some new content and catch up and when we put out the interview, we'll release your session and sessions and just put out some old stuff that a lot of your fans and maybe people that don't know you will kind of rediscover a new band. Because we put out so many bands that a lot of people might kind of lose count or lose sight of who we've actually worked with. So it's a good reason to re-release stuff and catch up with some friends. So
I have a question for you, actually, Nick.
What up?
Besides the obvious answer of us, which was the best session that you think? First off, which one are you most proud of, and then which one do you think came out the best? You just dropped 2 names.
In all of our sessions?
In the Bridge City lifespan. Personally, mine is, I love the Such Gold videos that you guys did. Their sessions came out so sick, and they're such a dope band.
Yeah. The ones that it's really hard to narrow that down to 2, but Such Gold is definitely in there. And I really like the La Armada videos. I just remember that experience because of I don't know, the political plus, the kind of, like they're from the DR originally, and just they had this whole vibe that was just really intense while we were recording it. And it just I remember that being just a really powerful session. But dude, there's so many good ones. Like,
it's a really hard question.
Oh man, we've had like 250 bands or so, and to narrow that down into, and that's just like in the punk kind of hardcore genre. We've done a lot of like folk and all different genres were great bands, so, but yeah, Such Gold, La Armada, those are some of my favorites.
Awesome. Thanks for that.
Fuck yeah.
I definitely can't say Lucky Eejits because you're asking me, so.
I would
typically say don't. That's the obvious number one. We can't,
No.
Gotta let somebody else have
Well, we can do a better session.
I can't
let's do some experimental stuff.
Well, when you guys, when everybody gets out of lockdown, you guys definitely got to come down and we'll have to do a new one to replace that old one. But
and I think when we do that, we'll be able to have a full album's worth of material just on that stage.
Hell yeah. Well, we should definitely throw a show, a big party or something. And
fuck yeah.
Now you're speaking my language.
Yeah. It's hard. Like, I don't want to rush out into a big crowd right away, but I just want to see my friends. So it's like hard not to think about a big gathering being like the funnest thing in the world right now. Do you guys have any plans after the quarantine, or you just kind of?
Hopefully,
who knows when?
Just pick up. Hopefully, we'll just pick up where we left off. Fulfill the plans we had for this year, like tours and things like that. And hopefully we'll get to writing a new record. Maybe with some of the downtime, we can start shooting ideas back and forth, and get stuff cracking on that. Why not if we're not doing anything else? So
I want to write some new stuff. I'm excited to do that.
I've been writing some stuff. I got this a heavier song because my go-to is to write melodic punk that's kind of faster and just kind of up your guys' alley, but finding a singer to sing over this kind of stuff, dude, it is just a pain in the ass to try to find a singer that isn't going to just ruin it for me. So I just kind of
I'll send you my demo reel.
So I wrote a heavier
Nick,
song.
Send Tyler Nick, send Tyler the music, and then Tyler do your magic, and then send it back to him.
I will.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no,
But we all need to listen to it on another Zoom meeting, so we can all like kind of partake. In it.
Oh shit,
For sure.
Mama.
Dude.
100% down.
Yeah, if you got the ways to any way to like track something,
I've got a
studio.
mic. I've got a mic in the other room right now, just ready to go. Fan them on. We're good to go, baby.
Hell yeah. I'll send it over. I got this like heavier song, and it's kind of like, it's got some slower, like kind of sludgy parts, but it's got some fast, like some faster shit too. So,
Hey, Bridge City Nick, you should ask Whiskey Nick about his little friend, little Bobby.
oh yeah.
Oh,
What's up
God.
with little Bobby?
Little Bobby, I think he wants to meet Bridge City Nick.
Hey, Bobby is sleeping right now.
Who's Bobby? Is that your roommate?
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
sure.
this is such a story.
You're being awfully quiet right now.
No, Bobby. We picked up Bobby like towards the last little leg of tour.
Yeah.
Hitchhiking.
I wanted Bobby to come on the road sooner, just so he can drive for us, so we can all kind of like sleep on the road, you know.
Yeah.
And I think all the other drivers would love to see Bobby, you know, too. So
Yeah, he's Nick's little boy is what what they call him.
special little boy.
He's like a little puppet, but
He's literally a puppet.
No, like literally.
he's literally a puppet.
Yeah, he's a puppet.
But I mean, do you guys get along with them or what? I mean, is this?
No, he's literally an inanimate object. It's a stuffed hand puppet.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He just like comes
With
to
like
life on
the
tour. with
rod
us.
on the hand kind of thing, and you can like animate it.
I'll try and find a picture. Hold on. Let
Well,
me-
what's this that Tyler's got? Is this not it?
What are
his
you talking
stock
about?
puppet.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I've been making some puppets of my own in quarantine. This is going to be a unicorn.
So who made the puppet? Was that you?
Whiskey. No, he.
No,
bought
I
it.
just I
Amazon.com.
Wasn't it like 4-hour drive out of the way to go find him? And then,
Well, we went to like a couple toy stores, like in where were we? Was that in
Vegas.
San Diego? Oh yeah, I went to.
There he is.
There
Oh
he is.
shit!
hey, what's up, Bobby? Thanks for doing this.
Oh, shit. That's
Yeah, that
hilarious.
Here, I got. There's even better pictures. Here's one. Like, I think this is on the way to Portland.
Can you see that?
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's kind of
It's
like
pretty blown out case.
it's like a legit like puppet from almost like Sesame Street or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Or like what's that show, like Crank Yankers or something?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
it's
that's
a
fun.
puppet just like that.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's Mama's little boy. So.
Why didn't you guys make any videos with that?
Well, we just got it, so
Oh,
it was
okay.
They're
after
also all
the record
X-rated.
release.
So we
Dude,
can-
well, you got fucking cameras and all the time in the world, so
There is one video that, yeah, yeah. There's that, but I don't know. Yeah,
You know what I'm talking
you never
about.
know. Bobby might make an appearance in a video at some point.
His IMDb page is very explicit right now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Anyways, enough about Bobby.
We've done some
Yeah.
crazy stuff on tour. Like, remember that time we saved that dog?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That was in Portland as well.
yeah.
I was you read my mind. I was just about to ask you like what kind of crazy shit you get into on tour, because I know
Besides
Yeah.
hitting you
You
in
guys
the
gotta,
contest meet.
Yeah.
You guys got to share your Jonesboro, Arkansas story. That's
Okay.
probably one of my favorites.
That's a-
Condensed version though.
Okay. Should I take this one? I'll take this one.
yeah, go for it.
So we go to Arkansas. It's been a long ass drive, and it's super humid as soon as you get out of the car. And there's clouds of mosquitoes everywhere. Blah blah blah. We're in this motel in the middle of nowhere in this town that I didn't even knew existed. I thought it was like Little Rock, and the rest is just nothing. But we're in Jonesboro, and we're like, okay, well, we got to go to a bar and grab a drink. So we get the one Uber in town. This is going to be important later. We get the one Uber in town to the one bar that's supposedly open, and it's like boarded up windows. And it's me and Brett from Burn 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 and now some other bands, and Case Word over there. And there's no one at this first bar. We're like, well, there's got to be another place we could go. It's like, well, I do know this one other place. I'll take you there. Just book me again. Everyone talks like that there. And then we go. We're all wearing our hoodies and stuff, so we're trying not to be eaten by mosquitoes. We walk in. It's Thursday night. I remember specifically because the bartender is this 7-foot-tall, 350-pound man named Bubba. And we walk in, and everyone just, it's like one of those things where it's just like, everyone's just staring at you. Like, you're the kid who walks into a classroom. He's like, y'all in a gang or something? And we look around like, no, but we're all wearing black hoodies, and we're clearly not from around there.
Yeah.
And we're like, no, we just need some bug spray. and a couple whiskeys. So we order some whiskeys from Bubba, and he grabs a pint glass just like this, and he's like, all right, boys, well, where are you from? And he just starts pouring whiskey into these glasses. He's just like, 1, 2, 3. He like fills up like this much whiskey is a single whiskey there.
Oh, geez.
And that's how the night goes. He's like, we get to talking to Bubba. He's a really nice guy. He says, well, it's Thursday night, so you guys are probably going to finna see a nice fight or something. We're all just like, okay, Jonesboro, Arkansas. So, little time goes by. We have probably 2 or 3 of those whiskeys, and then, lo and behold, let's just say one of our favorite – wait. Well, somebody came into the bar that just rubbed somebody the wrong way, and let's just say he wasn't white. So literally this whole freaking bar just erupts in this fist fight from small town drama. And it's crazy. We're all the Eejits are all just sort of gravitating towards it. I'm kind of like holding people back a little bit, and we're all just sort of getting closer and closer. Bubba doesn't skip a beat. He hops over the bar, and he just goes over to the door, just pushes through the entire brawl like nothing, like, seals in water. And he just starts booping people out into the street, just one at a time, boop, just like that.
Fucked up, man.
And the whole bar just starts getting funneled out just by Bubba, just throwing people out until it's literally Casey, Brett, and myself, and these 2 super wasted old men who look like their butts are like permanently engraved in the seats. They're always there. It's like those 2 guys, and they're just drunkenly looking at each other like, well, fuck you. No, fuck you. Oh, fuck you. Anyways, long story short, it was this huge brawl. We made a couple of friends afterwards. Got super high. There was not an Uber back, so it was just super scary, super sketch. Man. I wouldn't recommend Jonesboro experience to anyone.
Yeah, that was not something we were used to. But
that's the
do you guys still talk to Bubba?
No, right? No, that was like a one-time thing, dude. Yeah, everybody there was like super fucking like, not the most welcoming in a way,
Bubba was good. His initials got branded into my ass with a hot coat.
Yeah, I mean, Bubba was playing for the right team for sure, but it was messed up. So
it was a long paranoid way home.
Yeah.
Where were you guys? So you guys were on tour coming from.
Yeah, we were. I forgot. I think we were going.
I think we were on the way to St. Louis.
Yeah, something like that.
And we were just passing through. What was crazy though is Arkansas was like super hot and humid, and then didn't we get to like St. Louis and it was like negative 500 degrees or something?
No, that's when we had the tornado warning.
Oh yeah, we've had a couple of really bad drives too. The White Knuckle Drive.
Yeah, maybe that's a tale for another time. But
yeah.
What are some of the like better shows that you guys played on tour? Like
Punk Rock Bowling, fucking 2019
last year. Yeah.
Yeah, it was not technically Punk Rock Bowling. It was the what the hell was it?
Punk Rock Saves Lives.
Punk Rock Saves Lives. Well, no, it wasn't Punk Rock Saves Lives.
No, it was Love, Hope, Strength at that point.
Yeah, Love, Hope, Strength. Yeah,
that was awesome with Authority Zero.
Yeah,
I liked in like 2015 we did that thing. I think it was like Houston on 6th Street. We had a crazy night that night. We played this huge bar and they had like go-go dancer cages there. It was kind of rad.
It was crazy.
I knew a lot of trouble that night too.
We've always had some of the best shows we ever played in the Northwest too. It's always fun coming to Portland and Seattle and seeing all the homies up there.
Yeah.
What are some other homie bands on Wiretap and Bipolar that you guys would recommend?
I mean, American Television's really cool. They've been cool homies. I know, I mean, not necessarily a Wiretap band, but the Run Up from La Escalera, they're good homies. Really, really rad band.
Decent Criminal.
Yeah, Decent Criminal. So I'm like trying to think of everybody kind of
I love their record. Spanish Love Songs is pretty good.
Yeah, they're homies too. I feel like I'm like forgetting some really obvious ones. So sorry, I don't know. My brain doesn't work. It's been a long
Kids
week.
on Fire's homies. Burn, Burn, Burn. They just broke up. I hope they get back together though. I love those guys.
Well, Drew is he's always busy and stuff.
He's doing
in,
that new
Street
project.
Jail. Street Jail. That's pretty cool. He's playing drums in that, and man, Robert, the singer of that band, he is just a madman.
He's in that other really awesome band too.
F-Con is sick too.
Anti-Vision. I'm wearing their hat right now. Shut up.
Hell yeah.
Curl yeah.
Yeah, Robert though from Street Jail, he's also in Tartar Control, and we did a session with Tartar Control, and holy
that
fuck.
one was so funny.
Oh my god, I just like it just wouldn't stop. Like there would be all this banter before, and then the song would end, and it would just keep going for like minutes after with just random stage banter, and then that robot did a song on one of the in the session.
On a scale of 1 to Nick, how baked were you?
I mean, I have just like a typical standard, just a steady, like, I don't know, like I'm probably like a steady 6, like not like going crazy, but a little more than just, average. I like to step it up. But that was a crazy session. That was fucking awesome. What are some of your guys' favorite sessions? Do you have any ones that you really dug over the years?
I really love the one that you guys did with Bridge City Sinners. Both of them. Those were both really good.
Yeah,
She's got a howling voice, man.
I liked like Get Dead stuff was always sounded really cool because like Sam's voice was like borderline blown out and it sounded
yeah, remember that one.
Yeah.
Man, that was an old one too. Like our
very old.
Low-hanging fruit.
And they were playing newer songs, I think, too, on it. That's why it was hella cool.
Pears? Is that what you're saying?
Pears. That's Pears right there. Good call.
Yeah, man. We got Band-Aid Brigade in recently, and it's got Zach from Pears, and that was a fun one. And we've had Zach in acoustic too, or solo, I want to say.
Was that cover that he did? Was that with you guys?
Yeah.
We did Cyndi Lauper.
Mm-hmm.
I loved that one. That one made my day.
Yeah, that one was fun. We put up like 4 by 10 cabinets in this big stack behind him, and he was just playing like a little combo. We like set up a little couch and a little lamp and made it all cozy. Magic. Yeah, we were just, I don't know why we thought that would be like fun to do, but we just put this huge like 2 stacks right next to each other, 2 full stacks. And
dude, and all the best people do. AC/DC does that too.
Oh gosh, right?
They're all empty.
Why don't
we should use real amps?
Oh, real amps,
yeah.
AC/DC just throws empty Marshall cabs up, like hundreds of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But they have cannons and pyrotechnics, which is something we should do at the next Bridge City session. Can we write that? Somebody write that down.
Right. It's in our writer.
I got a clipboard here. Let's see.
We'll send you an official writer at some point.
It's for explosions.
Explosions. Yeah.
So,
farting.
So, do you guys have any like new merch or anything that you want to like plug for your fans to check out?
Like Eejits thongs coming soon.
Yeah,
phone cases.
Thongs.
No. I don't know. We'll see. We're still kind of figuring that out. There's word out on the street there might be some face masks coming, but we'll see if that happens. So.
Gotcha. Any vinyl or anything? Anything you want to plug?
Not yet, man. We got to get back. I mean, we got to get back.
You can buy the vinyl if you don't have it already, though.
I think Bipolar's got a sale going on too. I think it's like $7. You can get the new record right now in wax.
Solid.
But yeah, I mean, we're gonna try and get back to writing some new tunes, maybe during the downtime while there's no shows probably happening. So, see what we can do with that. And man, that's it, man.
Yeah,
right on.
Got the virtual hoedown coming up in 2 weeks too.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? Is this gonna be like a kind of a fest lineup or something?
Yeah, so Punk Rock Saves Lives, the show in Vegas at Punk Rock Bowling, like we were talking about earlier, is doing a full, virtual show they've already announced the first 5 bands, so it's Authority Zero, Justin Sane, and Chris Number 2 from Anti-Flag.
Oh, cool.
Couple of different people, and then they're announcing more tomorrow. But it's really cool. So we're going to do a couple of songs for them, but it's going to be we're actually taking some inspiration from you, Nick. We're going to do like a quad box kind of thing, all recorded live. So
that's awesome. Hell yeah.
We're going
Looking forward to it. You'll have to send me a link, and I'll try to attend. This is probably like a paid thing where
no, it's 100% free. It's all the proceeds that do get donated go to benefit Hogs and Heifers, and Punk Rock Saves Lives.
Right on. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining me. It was really awesome to catch up. Missed you guys.
Yeah, likewise.
We miss you,
dude. We miss you every day. We talk about you all the time.
Right before we go to sleep.
I wonder how baked Nick is right now.
Hashtag BDN.
Like, he's so wonderful. I can't breathe. Yeah.
Right on. All right. Well, I will be in touch with you guys, and we'll re-release your session, and I'll put any links relevant to the band in the description, and if you have any other things any last things you want to plug before we get off.
I think that's it for me.
Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Reverb Nation if you haven't already.
Right on.
Can you follow people on Reverb Nation?
Follow Bridge City Sessions. They the best.
They the best.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah. Cool, man.
Cool.
Well, that was rad.
Well, you guys have a good night, and we'll be in touch. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Yeah. Make sure you light up another one for us.
I will. As soon as we're done, I'm going to I got it ready.
Cool, man.
All right, man. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. Take care.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Oh.